Well, what's Israel's perspective on the latest events? Let's hear from David Mencer, an Israeli government spokesperson. He joins us live from Jerusalem. Mr. Mencer, you just listened to those comments from Lebanon's foreign minister. Are you confident it was Hezbollah behind this strike, or could it have been an Israeli error?
Yeah, so this is a classic PR tactic to try and muddy the waters. This was, of course, a Falak 1 rocket. We know exactly where the rocket was fired from. We know exactly because we found the remains of the rocket on the wall of the football field. It's a Falak 1 rocket with a 53-kilogram warhead, an Iranian-supplied Hezbollah rocket. Only Hezbollah has this rocket. You know, Iran has given Hezbollah precision-guided missiles. We've received about 6,800 of them since October the 8th. So they know how to fire their missiles. These were launched at civilian areas to kill civilians and children, probably because the Druze community are a precious part of Israel. Many have fallen in defense of Israel. That's probably why they were targeted. Look, this is a war for our home. It's our collective home.
But there are some who say
Druze,
Mr. Mencer, there are many who say that it doesn't make sense for Hezbollah to target the Druze community. Why would they go after an Arabic-speaking community?
Because Hezbollah are a genocidal arm of Iran. The question you didn't ask the foreign minister of Lebanon is, he's clearly the foreign minister of a failed state. I mean, you didn't even ask him the simple question, how is it that you have another army, not the Lebanese army, another army in control of part of your country? That is the symbol of a failed state. It's a failed state because Iran have infiltrated Lebanon.
Mr. Mencer, let's focus on the actions of Israel for a moment. Is it not a failure on the part of Israel to protect people in the Golan Heights? What kind of air defense system is in place there?
Look, we've got a very sophisticated array of air defenses. Unfortunately, this one slipped through. We've had 6,800 of these rockets. We've lost 43 of our people now. But the state of Lebanon and Hezbollah, terror organization under the Iranian guidance, bear full responsibility for these acts of aggression and their results. And of course, it's a blatant violation of Security Council resolutions 1559 and 1701. You know, we've got a UN force actually there right now who are supposed to push Hezbollah back behind the Litani River, but because Iran has infiltrated Lebanon, it's a failed state, and they have this huge army with many, many missiles pointing at us.
Again, let's focus on what's going on inside Israel. We have Israel's hardline finance minister, Bezalel Smotrich, visited the Golan Heights after the attack. And while he was there, he was accosted by angry locals who accused the government in Israel of abandoning them. What's Israel going to change to offer them more protection?
Well, let me tell you in one word. It's victory. Victory at all costs, victory in spite of all the terror, victory however long and hard the road may be, one way or another. Through diplomacy, we would always prefer diplomacy.
And what does victory mean exactly?
Through other means.
What does that mean
victory
exactly?
Means pushing the Iranian Hezbollah terror army back behind the Litani River. Because this is not a Lebanese problem, this is an Iranian problem. Lebanon, for the best will in the world, they are useless, as are the UN peacekeeping force, absolutely useless. Because for us, without victory, there can be no survival. We've got 80,000 of our people, mums and dads, sure.
Mr. Mencer, just very, very, very briefly, won't Israel be spread rather thin if this does turn into a war?
So no one should be in any doubt of our ability to defend ourselves. This country will be defended. It's already shown that it will defend itself. We'll always try our hardest to get civilians out of harm's way. But Iran have worked out that that's what matters to us, which is why they've targeted us in this way. We love life. Unfortunately, they love death, and they don't mind sacrificing their own people to get to that objective.
David Mencer, thank you for speaking to us. David Mencer, an Israeli government spokesperson, joining us from Jerusalem.